Hey, what's up, Dwight? So you've guarded every NBA big man, right? That's in the game, dating back to your rookie year. Just wondering what you make of Nikola Jokic when you matched up against him in the regular season, and your observations of the last series that he played against the Clippers.
I like him a lot. Plays under control. Doesn't let anybody rush him. Uh, he gets to his spots. He makes plays for his teammates. He rebounds. He does a little bit of everything. So he's a complete player. I love playing against him.
Right, just what are your observations about where the Lakers are at this point? 8-2 in the postseason. Seems like defense is flying. Where do you think this team is at?
Well, we want to take it one game at a time. We know what our goals are, but we know that we can't look too far ahead. We have to play every game like it's our last, and enjoy this moment.
Hey Dwight, it's Dave. Good to see you. It's been about 3 weeks since the league had its game shut down for a couple days while players protested what was going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin. There was a report that at a team meeting with all the players, most of the Lakers left the meeting and you remained. And I wanted to see what you could share about what that time was like for you and specifically to the meeting, what that night was like for you and your role in it.
Right now the only thing that matters is Denver. That situation is behind us, so we're just looking forward to this first game on Friday.
Right. Coach had mentioned a couple different times in the last round, he complimented you and JaVale as lineups were different. You guys were still very active and found ways to contribute for the team, even if you weren't on the court. How important was that to you to kind of send a message to the team that this is it's a team aspect whether you're on the floor or you're not?
Oh, well, I think these guys know that. Of course, me and JaVale would like to play. We wanted to play, but it's the lineup that our coaches felt was going to be best for us to win. And we did what was best for the team. But me and JaVale always, we stay ready. We train as hard as anybody. And we know that when we step on the floor, we have one job to do, and that's to dominate. And that's what we're most looking forward to.
Hey Dwight, you were one of the last people to commit to coming into the bubble because, you had some concerns about being away from your family, and then you didn't want the focus to be taken away from the social justice message. And you kind of stayed out of, you wanted to do media in a few months. I'm curious how you're doing, and if the fact that you didn't want to talk publicly had anything to do with how you're doing, and if you ever thought about not wanting to be here anymore.
Say that again.
I was wondering because, I'm explaining why I'm asking this question. I'm asking it because you had some hesitation about coming into the bubble because of, wanting to be with your family at a difficult time for them, because of not wanting the focus to be off of the social justice issues that are going on around America. And I wondered, you haven't wanted to speak publicly for a couple of months. I wondered if that had anything to do with how you're handling things there, and if you've been okay in the bubble. Like, were there ever times where you didn't want to stay there because of everything that was going on?
Well, the biggest thing is just observing, everything that's going on around me, everything that's going on around the NBA, our team, and around the world, So I'll speak about, some of the things at a later date. But right now the focus is on us winning this championship and what I can do to help this team win. Obviously coming in, I felt like, doing anything would be a distraction. But, at the present time, I'll save those comments to a later date.
Alan?
Tyler?
Yeah, Dwight, a lot of your teammates
have talked about sort of the need to unplug occasionally and get away from the game and how much harder it is in the bubble. Do you find that need yourself, and what are some of the ways that you're able to kind of mentally get refreshed?
There's really nothing to do, to be honest with you. There's nowhere to go. There's no way to release anything, any feelings that you might have. It's just like we're stuck, so just try to find joy in the fact that, I have my son with me. The fact that all we have to do is win 8 games to win the championship, so I just try to stay positive with everything. But it is extremely difficult, being in a location, you can't get out, you can't see family, friends, you're just in a hotel. So that is very difficult, seeing the same walls every day. But, at the end of the day, we got to count everything all joy. Can't allow it to really affect us too much, but it is extremely difficult.
Dan?
Was that even tougher during the last series when there wasn't the on-court escape? I would imagine still being able to play a game, that's a moment where you could probably let all that stuff go. Was that even harder for you the last 2 weeks?
It was. It was extremely hard, but I know that my teammates still needed me no matter if I would play 10 minutes or no minutes, just bringing energy. So I just try to bottle up all the negative energy and try to turn it into something positive when I step on the court or in the locker room or on the bench cheering for my teammates. It's very difficult, when you're not playing sometimes it's very easy to sulk and be upset and try to find, ways to, blame everybody else. But, I just thought of all the positive things and the fact that, we're still winning. We all have our health and we have opportunity to win the championship.
One last question, Jeff?
Along those lines, Dwight, when we were able to watch you and JaVale on the bench, you guys seem to be having a lot of fun at the same time. How important was that aspect of it? And it seemed like you're trying to get under the skin of a few Rockets players.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people on the outside take it as fun, but we take it as a way of staying engaged in the game. By talking to the other opponent, by watching the different coverages. So just in case our names were called, we'll have an opportunity to go out there and know what we have to do. So we just try to keep our energy up, and at the same time, it is fun, but we're totally locked in, and I don't want people to get us having fun and jumping around as we're not locked in on helping this team win the championship. But we also understand that energy is very important, and if our spirits are down, like they always say, one bad apple can, spoil the whole whatever, basket, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. If we're down in our energy, then it could get contagious. It can go to another player and another player. And, we just got to look at all the positives, despite what we may be going through. It's a lot of people that's going through things that are a lot worse and that are not here in the bubble. So we can always find a way to stay positive.